Heading off to find somewhere to sleep tonight. I think we're just gonna stay at Walmart. Sometimes it's not very fancy, sometimes there's lots of people here, but it is a safe place to sleep. There's some Walmarts on my travels where they don't allow you to stay here at all. And I find those are usually the ones that are attached to other businesses. This parking lot here, there's only one business and that's Walmart, and they do allow overnight parking in this town. Sometimes you gotta go inside and ask if you're not too sure. I've done that on my travels. I've gone in to pick up groceries. I'll stop at the customer service desk and say, do you guys allow overnight parking? And a lot of them are like, yep, no problem. Park on the left side towards the back. You'll be good and safe there all night long, no problem. Here in the town that I'm in right now, they have a simple rule. Come after 6 p.m. and be gone by 9 o'clock in the morning. They have a gentleman that does come around and knock on any vans that are here past 9 and gives them the riot act. But other than that, any van dwellers that are in this area quite often just oblige by the rules. I drove by here earlier today and I never seen a single van in this parking lot at all. For the most part here, people are pretty respectful. get my water from just down here by the door. I'm gonna make myself something to drink here tonight. Just gonna boil a bit of water here. I find myself lately eating a lot in the evenings. So what I've been trying is to just have something to drink at night instead of eating junk food. I'm really bad for eating junk food at night. So this is my second night just having a chai tea before bed. Oh, that smells incredible at night. It makes me feel really old, actually, though. I don't know. Something about making tea, just, it's not something I've ever done. But the smell of this chai, wow. Last time I had a chai tea prior to yesterday was when I was married. My wife used to drink this stuff all the time. And I was never a tea drinker. I'm like a coffee, tequila, and beer kind of guy. But this has been a nice touch. I just want to smell it. I don't care about drinking it. I just want to smell it. Wow, so nice. I never know what to do with this thing. Like, if I should leave it in while I drink it, or I don't know. Wow, that is ever good. Today was a rainy day. I didn't really do a whole lot. Did some grocery shopping. Sat on the road for the most part of the day. That's something about van life sometimes, is it's not always glamorous. It's not always exciting. It's just like you would have in an apartment when you're having just one of those days. When you got rain and stuff outside and you're in town, things, I don't know, I think some days you just have to really force yourself to get out and be adventurous. It's not always the case, though. I try to, for the most part, even on days when I don't want to, because we make YouTube videos. So some days I'm like, you know what, man, shake it off. Let's just get out there and go make a video today in the backcountry. But then there's days where I don't want to. And I let the rain just get to me today. And we actually had a pretty chill and relaxing day. It was nice to go pick up some healthy groceries. Don't get me wrong, I picked up a few things that were really healthy. But for the most part, I did pretty good. I figured I would just try to kind of smarten my diet up a little bit and kind of get back into the swing of eating a little bit better. And this is my second night not eating junk food before bed. It's quite common. I'll lie in bed and just eat. Especially when I park at Walmart. I'll go inside and I'll grab myself a great big bag of Sour Patch Kids and just lie in bed and shove my face until the bag is gone. So this is just my attempt at, keeping me busy before bed here. But a lot of people see this lifestyle as being super glamorous and super fun all the time. And YouTube videos I shouldn't say YouTube videos, YouTubers like me have a tendency of getting a lot of heat for glamorizing this life. And sometimes we just gotta have a day like today and turn the camera on. Because I have days like today quite often. But I don't turn the camera on those days because there's nothing really exciting to film. But I don't want to give you guys a false, misleading... I don't want this to be fake. We all got days. We all have rainy days inside. And listen, the rain on the roof is quite an amazing sound, even when you're sitting in the parking lot of Walmart. Oh. Wow, you guys want some? Looks good, all the steam coming off it. You guys drink tea? Not really my thing, but I kind of think that this chai before bed might be a thing. I don't know. You got to try different things in life. And the other day I was sitting there in the store, and it was one of those days when I was in the store trying to find something to snack on. And I walked down the tea aisle for some reason. I'm looking around. I'm like, that's a good idea. And I'm glad I did. because yesterday I didn't pick up junk food. I bought chai tea and paper towel. It's a new experience for me, so this whole little moment here is very, very enjoyable. But when you guys watch channels like mine and see the chaos that we get up to in a week, and sometimes we got some pretty bonkers weeks where there's so much stuff going on, just remember when you watch those things that I'm out there on purpose trying to find some action-packed stuff or semi-entertaining stuff to film so we can continue to produce as many videos as we do. So I like the aspect that you guys get me out there doing things on days when I don't want to. But you need to keep that in mind. Van life is only as exciting as you make this van life out to be. If you sit still all the time, it's only going to get as exciting as it was the first day, because I find when you sit somewhere 2, 3, 4, 5 days, never done that, but 2, 3 days, yes, that it's not as exciting on day 2 or day 3. I find boredom sets in, and then I get lazy, and then we don't do anything. We just sit around and look at the same stuff. So keeping on the move is fun for me. But when you're watching channels like mine, don't expect this to be like the gold standard of van life. Like, it's going to be action packed every day. If you want days action packed all the time, you need to keep yourself very busy. I keep myself as busy as I can. Even today, when I was having a lazy day, I still moved around town a fair amount. Like, went and pulled in at Tim Hortons this morning, and then went over to a park and sat there for a bit, and then went out and grabbed groceries, and went over, sat on the road over here for a little while. I moved my van around a fair amount of times today, and I think that's just out of habit, because I could have just stayed at the park all day long today, but out of habit, I move around a lot. And I'm not the only one. Anytime I see my friends kicking around here, I'll see their vehicle that parked somewhere. Later on today, they'll be over there. Later on the day, they'll be over there. So they're all kind of up to the same thing as us. And I think that's just because if you're going to be stuck around a town and you have a steering wheel in your home, it's fun to have a different view here and there throughout the day. And or maybe grocery shopping takes you over to the grocery store, and then you sit in the grocery store parking lot for 3 or 4 hours of the day, putting groceries away or preparing food inside of your van. I like this life. I would never change this for a minute. I love every part of it. I love the rainy days like today when there's not really much to do and you're in town. I like the laundry days. I like going to get groceries at the grocery store, putting the groceries from the lady scanning it right back into the cart. Because I don't need bags or anything else like that, because I can just throw it back in the cart, take the cart back to my van, and unload it from the cart into my home and put my groceries away right from the shopping cart. It's all those little silly things in this life that make it extremely enjoyable every day. Van life's not for everybody, though. Not everybody wants to live at Walmart or use a portable toilet outside or a toilet at a park somewhere or go into a gas station and use their bathroom. And nobody wants to go 3, 4, 5 days without a shower sometimes, depending on if you have a chain gym membership or not. This lifestyle's not for everyone. But for those who enjoy adapting and like their life to be not normal, we'll do great in this life. Like right here, I'm kneeling on the floor right now. My feet are going a little bit numb. I gotta get up off the floor. I'm just kneeling. But that's just the sacrifice I make inside of my van. I'm not one to sit on a chair because my legs are sitting all the time when I'm here on my bed, because my desk goes across, and I'm sitting when I'm in the front of my van. So when I'm back here, it's just a nice extra stretch on the legs to be kneeling on the floor versus going back into that chair seating position. That's why I choose to kind of be on my knees. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I wanted to turn my camera on today, even though I really had nothing to make. I just wanted to show you guys that sometimes rainy days are just a rainy day, and that my life isn't always action-packed as you guys see it. And some people think I'd never take a day off. Well, when I travel, just say when we're on Vancouver Island, we're just doing tons of backcountry stuff, and I'm like producing videos like crazy. It's easy for me in 1 week to produce like 8 or 9 videos. What happens then is that allows me to take 2 or 3 days off and still have videos being put out there. So that stuff's kind of fun. But every time I come back to towns like I am now, I'm going to be around here for another few more days. I got something to do with my mom. She has an assessment with a doctor thing. I think tomorrow, the next day. I have to check the date on that one. Then I'm going to be taking off right after her assessment thing is done. Yeah, I have to be around here for that. Other than that, guys, every time I seem to hit towns is when I get lazy. When I'm out in the backcountry and we're doing tons of exploring and we're not in the area that I have filmed a lot, aka Squamish, Vancouver, all the areas that I'm always at all the time, that's when my motivation goes down the tube. But we got some things to tie up here before we hit the road again, but that is coming very, very soon. Anyway, guys, I know this was a really, really, really simple video, but I had a simple day today. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next video. Cheers, everyone, to everybody who drinks tea. Chai tea for the win tonight.